Oh, I'm the same. Town's different. Right.
This is why I love Criterion Collection. This is a movie I had never heard of from a director I didn't know existed, and I am very glad to have watched it. Today we are talking about 1984's Choose Me, written and directed by Alan Rudolph. He actually wrote the script for the film in 1 week. This film has a 95% tomato meter on Rotten Tomatoes. 95%. It has a 73% popcorn meter and a 6.7 on IMDb. With great leading roles by Keith Carradine and Lesley Ann Warren, it also has great supporting cast by Rae Dawn Chong, Tommy Chong's daughter, and John Larroquette. This movie was a great experience, and I'm glad that I watched it. It has a very film noir-esque feel to it. It's a movie set in a dream-like world with a timeless feel to it. The clothing are all different styles throughout the decades. The cars are all different styles throughout the decades. There's no real time or place. It is kind of anywhere USA. It is the story of 6 separate strangers who are all trapped in multiple love triangles, and all 6 separate lives come together, coalesce via love, passion, and marriage. It is truly the Seinfeld of movies, with no direct storyline or plot, but you are thrown in these 6 separate strangers' lives and you watch the events happen to them in real time. It's an interesting concept for a movie. You are given no context for the storyline. There's no dialogue dump to inform you. You are just thrown in their lives and you watch what happens. It relies on the intelligence of the audience, the patience and understanding to let the story develop. It relies on people filling in context clues. It's something I don't think you could get away with doing this day and age. Keith Carradine's character is introduced in a mental ward, and he overhears a conversation about himself where they're telling he's a compulsive liar. He just lies all the time about everything. So not only are you really introduced to any of these characters or the story of what's happening, but the main protagonist to the story is introduced as a liar. So you don't know if he's saying anything true or if all of it's made up or what's going on. He tells a lot of stories of far-fetched adventures, and you don't know if they're true or not. You don't know if you can trust them. The audience and the characters in the movie are all on the same page of not knowing if this guy is full of shit or if he's actually telling the truth. With the art style of a neon film noir dream, constant jazz music playing throughout in the background, a convoluted and incomplete storyline, and foreshadowing cutscenes of violence, I dare say this is very David Lynchian. I'm not going to go that far, but it's a Lynchian light, if you will. It's for people who would be intrigued by David Lynch films but don't want to feel lost. It's Lynch light. It's good. It's interesting. It has an interesting concept of a way to write the script for a movie without giving you everything that you need. And it's a different way of writing dialogue, and I appreciate it. I think it was a very intriguing movie. The dialogue feels questionable, but it also feels intentionally questionable. It's not how people would talk in a movie. It's actually how people would talk in real life. Like, they wouldn't constantly, oh yeah, you remember Grace wore the red dress, or, they wouldn't constantly fill in those little details. It is how people would actually talk in real life, but it feels awkward in a movie. It's not constantly spoon-feeding you the story, but allowing you to gather it slowly. And as you learn about these characters, you also watch them change completely. Their personalities change, their behaviors change, their world beliefs change, and they also change on screen. Their outfits and their attitudes and their behavior on screen change as their mental perception of what the world is and what sex is. You watch them change in their wardrobe as well. So it's also a visual transformation, which is a really cool little concept to watch the development of these characters in the 2 hours runtime. Keith Carradine has a fantastic performance as the rugged out-of-towner who smokes non-filtered cigarettes and fucks every woman he sees. Like, he does a really good job in this film. Lesley Ann Warren does a great job as well. There is some really good acting in this film. Rae Dawn Chong, I don't think nailed it, but she's young, you know, it's understandable. And I think what she put on, I mean, she had a minor role. What she did was good. It was just not the best acting I had ever seen. However, it's a low budget film, so you got to understand. Top 5 interesting facts about the film Choose Me. Fact number 5. It was a low-budget movie, and they did everything a low-budget movie does. The flowers that are displayed throughout the film, everywhere in the movie, were all donated by a local florist so that he could get a name in the credits. The clothing was done the same way. All of the set design was pretty much donated. All of the paintings and the movie posters, all of those were donated, and Mike Kaplan actually donated all the movie posters, and he has a role in the film for his efforts. He plays one of the sound engineers who's talking on the phone during the Loveline talk show. Interesting fact number 4, the title sequence of the people dancing in the street coming down from the Eve's neon sign, Eve's Lounge, that whole title sequence was mostly improv. Alan Rudolph just kind of played a loudspeaker of the Choose Me song by Teddy Pendergrass and let them dance and just kind of do what he wanted. He had a little bit of a direction for, you know, this character to come out this way, but, you know, other than that, it was just, let's go. Interesting fact number 3, Nancy Love's character was actually based on real-life Dr. Tony Grant, who did the same thing in the movie. She was a love guru that you could call in on an AM talk show. And Alan Rudolph listened to one of her shows, and he's driving this long trek down the road, and he's listening to the show. And the more the show goes on, the more these people are just divulging so much personal information that he was astonished. He's like, he couldn't believe that these people would broadcast all of this across the open airways. I mean, yeah, you use a little alias fake name, but still all of the details were just getting juicier and juicier. And he went, that would be a good idea for a movie one day. Interesting fact number 2, Shep Gordon, the then manager of performer Teddy Pendergrass, actually asked Alan Rudolph to make a music video for the song Choose Me. He sent over the song. He said, can you make a music video for this? A week later, Alan Rudolph came back and said, I've got a feature film. Like, what the fuck? I wanted 3 minutes and you've given me 2.5 hours? What are you talking about? A feature film? It's one fucking song. And interesting fact number 1 about the film Choose Me, Shep Gordon, the manager of Teddy Pendergrass, asked Alan Rudolph to make a music video because Teddy Pendergrass had just suffered a very serious car accident. He was paralyzed from the neck down. He had no insurance. He had no way to pay his hospital bills. He was a musician, and back then you pretty much got screwed. You got a little bit of money to buy a car every once in a while. You had a house, but that was it. The studios, the record companies, they took all your money. So he asked to make this music video just to raise funds for Teddy Pendergrass. Once Alan Rudolph came back with a full feature film, they had to spend money on buying the rights to a few more Teddy Pendergrass songs, but that's what made this entire film, was Teddy Pendergrass got into a car accident and needed help. So his friends helped him and made a really damn good movie that still holds up. From 1984, still holds up in 2025. I enjoyed this movie very much. I am giving this a 6 out of 10 on the must-watch meter for our retro recommendations. You don't need to watch it. It's a good movie. I had a good time watching it. I don't know if you will. I think if you're into films, which you probably are, you're watching this channel, then yeah, maybe you should. It's a really good movie. I got it. It's a 4K release by Criterion Collection. I got it for $20 on Amazon, and it was well worth $20. Which is where we are putting this on my jam meter, because this is my jam. We're giving it an 8 out of 10 on the my jam meter. This is my jam. I absolutely enjoyed it. You should watch this movie. It's pretty fucking good. I watched it twice. The first time I watched it, I was a little hesitant. I was a little worried about what I was watching and experiencing, but I watched it again. It's a good movie. I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 on my jam meter, and I'm putting it on a rewatchability calendar cycle of every 3 years. I would not say it's a once-a-year movie, but every 3 years, every 5 years, it's a pretty damn good film. If you've watched this film, leave a comment below. I want to hear what you thought. It has a 95% tomato meter. The critics loved it. has a 73% popcorn meter. But that's the cool thing about movies. That's what I really enjoyed about watching this movie twice, is someone in the world, this is their favorite movie. This is someone's favorite movie of all time. And I think that's cool as shit. This is a really good movie. It's not my favorite movie of all time, but someone loves this movie so much it's their favorite movie. And that is pretty fucking cool. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. We'll see you next time.
I can't say this because it's bad form.
If you've watched this, leave a comment below. If you haven't, head on over to Amazon during their Thanksgiving. Head on over to Amazon during Criterion's collection, November collection. If you